Hello and welcome to Sobrix. I'm Adam and this is Sobrix. This is my channel for reviewing Lego sets and talking about them and building them and other Lego related stuff. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at the Lego Speed Champions Polybag for the McLaren Elva. This is set number 30343. It has 86 pieces. And I paid $2.50 for this polybag in the aftermarket, and then I did have to pay for shipping, but just the unit cost of this was $2.50. So in this video, I'm going to open this up and put it together and then give my thoughts on it and compare it to the full-size Speed Champion version of this same vehicle. So while I build, I will speed up the video and then I'll slow it back down to give my review. Until then, enjoy! Okay, so that is this Lego Speed Champions polybag of the McLaren Elva. So this is the third Speed Champions polybag that I've done. I've already done a video about the McLaren Solus GT and the Aston Martin AMR Pro. So this is another McLaren. And I was really impressed by the other two Speed Champions polybags that I did. And this one's no different. I was very impressed by this as well. And I really, really like it. I think they nailed the design again from the... comparing it to like the full scale model, and there's good pieces in here, the color's right on, and as far as just shrinking a model down, this does a stellar job in my opinion and gets it pretty spot on right. We get some nice kind of studs on the side, getting a good angle here, nice angled pieces on the front, on the grill there. This is nice. It's pretty much flat here, and then this slope is good, and then this kind of asymmetrical kind of thing here for the steering column. We get the classic, the headrests here in the white, or the seats there, which is very, very nice. And then these slopes back here coming around the curve. The little red there to indicate some lights and some exhaust. So this is great. I don't really have anything to complain about with this one for the most part. I think they did a really, really wonderful job. 86 pieces are in this. I think the McLaren Solus and the Aston Martin both had in the 90s. I paid $6 for those. And this one I paid $2.50 for, plus some shipping and handling. And this has 86 pieces. So I think at the end of the day, I ended up paying more for this one for slightly less pieces. I still think that these have been worth it for me at the $6 price for the other polybags I looked at, the Aston Martin and the other McLaren. I thought that was a perfectly fine price for them in the aftermarket. I don't know what they retailed for. And again, for this one, I think I purchased it off Bricklink or some other such site, and it was listed at $2.50, and then had some shipping costs as well. But it's small enough so the shipping costs weren't too bad. But I think this is just bang on great, like really, really great. There are some stickers. We have 2 identical stickers here on these slopes on the back, some mirrored stickers on the front for the headlights, and a sticker here for the McLaren logo. The color match is pretty good. I think in most lighting, there is a little bit of difference between the sticker and the bricks. Sometimes it's hard to tell, sometimes it's a little easier. It's just all depends. But for the most part, I'm pretty happy with that. And I think the only thing really left to do is compare this to the full scale model. So let me go grab that. Okay, so here is the McLaren Speed Champions Elvas together. And as you can see, I feel like these are very, very similar in all the best way. I mean, even these stickers are virtually the same sticker in many ways, almost the same size, but not quite, scaled just right to get that desired effect. We still get this relatively flat here hood kind of portion or front with the raised steering column there, which is really, really good. If we turn to the side, the angle here, I mean, it uses the same pieces here pretty much, you know, just there's more of them on the bigger one. So we get the same kind of angle around the side, good flow for the wheel well there. But the Elva had this really interesting design on the doors and this interesting angle that was achieved in here. And even though the miniature one doesn't get this inward angle here from the top exactly right, it just uses a plate on top of these sloped elements, it still looks pretty good for the scale. I am very happy about that. I think from the top down especially, you get the impression of that being there, and that works really lovely. From the top, again, we do get the white headrests or white seats. The full-scale model did have these really nice printed seats in the back, so those are a print. And, you know, we don't have that here. It would have been cool to see, like, these elements printed. Sometimes they'll have this same element printed for a Ferrari or a, you know, different logo on a piece like this, a 1x1 tile, but this is pretty good. Going back to the back, we get this piece, which is a really interesting piece on the full scale model here, and we get that just with a vented tile there. Not so bad. We do get even kind of the impression of the steering wheel here, because this is over a black stud there. And going to the back, we get a look at some of that red kind of peeking through. This one used some really interesting techniques towards the back of it to make the back end of this Elva look so clean and so cool. I really, really like the construction on the back of the full-scale model. And the miniature model, the polybag size model, does a pretty good job representing that, and even down to using these open hollow studs as kind of a exhaust, which is really, really nice. I think, again, these are another kind of to scale of the same car type thing that I will happily display next to each other. And I'm very glad that I was able to get these polybags and look at them, comparing them to the full scale Speed Champions, because I think that adds a lot to sort of compare what they get right and what they get wrong, and what they can change and what can't be done at certain scales. So I'm really grateful that For the 3 Polybag Speed Champions that I've done so far, I had the full scale vehicle as well. There is one thing here. If we look at the stickers, the color match on the full scale one is actually a little worse than the mini one. I think these stickers are a little too light, and I think that's especially noticeable on this front sticker here compared to these ones here. My front sticker on the full scale one looks almost faded, or there's light bleeding through, or that it just wasn't as there's almost some like streaking going on in it too, so it looks like it was almost out of ink or something like that, so it doesn't have the same blue. So in some ways, this miniature model, the color match for the stickers to the bricks is actually, an improvement, and is actually better. So that's I guess I don't know how to feel about that. I wish it was better on the full scale model, but happy that it's good on the miniature polybag model here. So again, this is another A+ Speed Champions polybag, and I hope they make more of these, and I hope they make more of like the same models that they've released in other sets, and I really look forward to building more of these. So yeah, I love this, and I'm going to be very happy to display it alongside the bigger Elva as well. We could take a look at the extra pieces here. Not a ton, nothing too crazy. Studs, some tiles, a slope, your standard extra pieces there. And this is terrific. So if you like this video, consider giving it a like, and if you like the content on my channel, consider subscribing to it so you can stay up to date on all the LEGO videos I will be doing here in the future, including I have one more, I got another Speed Champions polybag, but this next one is of a vehicle that I do not have the normal Speed Champions scale version of, so I will not have anything to compare it to. But subscribe so you don't miss that, and until next time, thanks, bye.